like, so why does it the name match up? Why does it the name match up? I feel like getting scammed out of concert tickets, it's just a concert girl rite of passage. Do you guys notice anything new? Anything? I thrifted this bag for like $5 the other day at the thrift store. It is literally so cute. Like this is what life is. Bows on both sides. My cute little Cinnabon hand sanitizer holder, but I do need to get some more hand sanitizer. And inside, my Juicy Couture wallet. Just girlhood. Just simply girlhood. I think this happened 2022. So a little backstory. I am a Conan Gray stan. Like I love Conan Gray. I have been here since, actually, I'm not gonna even lie to you. I'm not gonna sit here and be like I've been here since the beginning, because I haven't. I got here before the Heather hype. I was there at Maniac. I saw the rise of Heather, but I was there at Maniac. I was crying about December 3rd before everybody else. So can I get my credit for that? By the time he went on tour for one of my favorite albums, the Kid Kroll album, I love that album so much. I listened to that album from beginning to end. Have I ever been heartbroken like that? No, not really. Have I ever been in love? Not really, no. But will I listen to that album and pretend I was in love? Well, yes, I will. Like, I wasn't in the fandom all the way. Like, I was just a fan. But one thing I learned in 2023 is there's a difference between like being a fan and being in the fandom. Me, as a K-pop stan, I can't be a fan of anything. I have to be in the fandom. I can never enjoy something a normal amount. I have to go batshit crazy over it. So because I wasn't in the fandom at the time, I did not even know that tour had started for that album. By the time I found out he was going on tour, he had already started his tour, and I started seeing clips of it on TikTok, and I'm just like, so who was gonna tell me? Like, nobody was gonna let me know. So I didn't even have a chance to get tickets at a regular price. So I was like, you know what, Kiara, you love him so much. It's a GA concert, like you love him. Let's try to find out how we're gonna get these tickets, right? At this time, I was staying back home in Florida. I was staying in Miami, and not a lot of people come to Miami. So I was like, let me see where his concert, like where the concert's gonna be this year. So I go and I check Ticketmaster. Well, I check Live Nation, and he has a stop in Orlando. House of Blues, Orlando. That was like literally a breath of fresh air for me. Like I'm like, I can get on the bus and do a 3-hour drive to Orlando. Like that was literally nothing, right? Okay. Another setback to my plan. I found out about the concert as the concert was already happening. And I was seeing the clips and stuff on TikTok. So the Orlando date was literally like, I think 3 days away when I went on Ticketmaster. So I'm just like, it's kind of like it was like a now or never thing. Like if I do not buy them tickets within those 3 days, I just wasn't going. Like I didn't have time to save up. I didn't have time. Like my direct deposit wasn't even gonna come in time. Like I literally had to look in my wallet and say and see, do we have the funds? Like do we have the materials to even go, right? So I'm just like, oh my God, Orlando's in 3 days. Da, 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 da. I opened my bank account. I checked my bank account. I had $150 in there. So I'm like, all right, let me see what I can do. Cause me, it's never back down, never give up when it comes to concerts. I love concerts. I will do whatever I can to go to a concert. When I went to Live Nation, the tickets were like $300. So with the concert, with the fees and shit, it was gonna be $400. And I was just like, oh my God. So like I couldn't pay for the tickets out of pocket because I didn't even have 50% of that in my account. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go on Twitter and see if I could see if somebody is selling like any last minute tickets. I have never bought, well, I've bought concert tickets from Twitter in the past, but I haven't, they've all been from people that I was already mutuals with, so I trusted them. Like, I have never bought concert tickets from like a complete stranger because I'm too much of an overthinker. I don't trust nobody. I mean, as one does. Before I decided to go and get tickets on Twitter, I went to my comrades, my K-pop group chat on Twitter. And if you're not a K-pop stan and you love going to concerts, you need to befriend a K-pop stan. Because when I tell you, not only are we going to get you close, we're going to find them damn tickets. We Oh my god. Getting tickets as a K-pop stan is like the Hunger Games. For real, for real. We're gonna get you those tickets though. So I went to my comrades. I'm like, let me go to my girls and see, what we can do. So, I go into my K-pop group chat and I'm like, hey y'all, so I wanna go see Conan Gray this weekend and I wanna see if I can get tickets on Twitter. Have you guys like what do you guys think I should do? Should you think I should get it on Twitter? Or do you think I should just buy the resale?
Oh, girl.
So then I start searching on Twitter for like concert tickets and stuff like that, and I start searching. And of course, I do come across the obvious scammers, but I come across this, it's like an Olivia Rodrigo Harry Styles stan account. And I'm like, okay, okay, okay. Knowing what I know now, because I feel like I was stuttering so bad, so I'm just coming up to come check the facts. Fact check this, fact check it. But basically, at the time I was only used to K-pop stan Twitter and how our profiles looked. And when I saw the Olivia and Harry Styles account, at first I'm like, this doesn't really look like familiar. Like it doesn't feel like a girly pop. But in my mind, I'm like, oh, maybe because they're not a K-pop stan, like they make their Twitter accounts look different, you know? Like I'm like, you know, y'all know how K-pop stan Twitters are. Because, for example, when I went onto their account, like, there was no, like, cute fonts in the bio talking about some 18, minus 16, do not enter, standless, beep a doobie, da 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 da, like, in their ethnicity and da da da, and having a card in their bio. Like, it was none of that. I think it just said, it had their birthday on the thing. It said Olivia and Harry fan account with a little heart envelope. And it had an Olivia Rodrigo profile picture and it had a Harry Styles header. And I'm like, okay, it's simple. Like, and I think it had her name in the bio. It was a girl's name too. So I'm like, okay, let me look through the account. I looked through the account and it's like a whole bunch of retweets of Olivia Rodrigo and Harry Styles and Conan Gray and stuff like that. And I'm scrolling and it's like a whole bunch of retweets. And some of these things are recent. I even went to like likes and stuff. I'm like, okay, this is a still active account. They seem like I don't feel like no scammer, no 50-year-old who's just trying to get money from teenagers off of Twitter are sitting here throughout their day like retweeting Harry Styles just had a bagel in Las Vegas or some shit like that, you know? So I text a screenshot of the profile to my group chat. I'm like, hey y'all, so this is the account and they're selling the tickets for like $100, which would be good. At the time I had already bought before this, I had already bought my bus pass because my bus ticket to Orlando because I'm like, I'd rather just get it now before the prices go up. And I was like, if anything, I can always return it because they did have a return policy, thank God. But I'm like, let me just buy my tickets now. So I bought my bus ticket and I'm like, okay, I could buy this ticket for $100 and then I'll have $50 to get like a tour t-shirt. And I'll be good. Like, I wouldn't even need to. The way I literally planned it out, I was supposed to drive there that day, get to Orlando by 10 a.m., literally head straight to the venue. Like, I was literally only going to be carrying like maybe a change of clothes in my bag, and that was it. And then immediately after the concert, I think my bus leaving was at like 1 o'clock in the morning, and then head straight back home right after the concert. So I text a screenshot. I'm like, y'all, do y'all think that this is, do y'all think that this should be good? Like, I don't think they're a scammer. Like, their account seems pretty legit. They're like, okay, let me check it out. And some of them ended up checking their profile out, and they did not help me at all. They were like, yeah, girl, I don't know. What's up to you? If I wanted to hear that, I would have asked my mother. Well, my mother would have just told me no. She would have said, why are you going to a concert? You need to be focused on school. So I'm texting, I'm like, oh yeah, can you send me like a screenshot of the ticket? Send me a screenshot, it checks out. I'm like, okay, it doesn't look like a screen recording or nothing. I'm like, can you send me a screen recording? They do that as well. And I'm like, let me check a few more options. I look around. Nobody's getting back to me about the concert tickets, or the other people I talk to are obvious scammers. So I'm like, okay, 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 okay. Um, so then I go back on Live Nation. I'm like, okay, is there any way, like any other way I can get these tickets? And I started looking at Klarna and like other like payment plan things because I've done that before. Like to see NCT Dream, them concert tickets for $400, and I very much did put that thing on Klarna. I sure did with pride. I would have did it with Klarna, they would have literally took all of the money out my account. It would have been a $150 down payment, and then I think $75 or so every 2 weeks, which wasn't bad, but it was the down payment that was the bad part. And I was like, you know what? I don't know if I want to do Klarna because then I don't want to go up there and literally have no money. Like, I'm going to go over there and not even be able to buy me a bag of chips to eat. Like, I wouldn't even be able to buy me no water. That's how broke I was. I wouldn't have no money. So it's like, I can't do Klarna. Nope, everybody else is a scammer. I'm going to go back to this person. After that, I'm like, okay, you said $100. They said, yeah. I tried to like ration it down. They're like, no, it's only 100. I'm like, okay, boom, whatever. And I'm like, how do you wanna do it? Cash App, PayPal, or Zelle? And he's like, the person's like, can you do Zelle? That was red flag number one. I should have did PayPal Friends or PayPal Goods and Services so that if anything happened, I could have got my money back. I don't even know. Like the way scammers are so fucking high tech right now, there's literally nothing you can do. There's literally almost nothing you can do at this point. I feel like getting scammed out of concert tickets, it's just a concert girl rite of passage. I'm like, okay, can you send me your Zelle information? Red flag number two. The Zelle information did not match up the person's name. I think the Zelle information was like Victor something, or it was like, to me, it sounded like a man's name, but it could also, my brain at the time was like, oh, it could be a girl's name too. But me, I was literally trying to convince myself. I'm like, it's okay, girl, it's okay. No, girl, you're literally getting scammed right now. But I was like, I saw that, and then that made me kind of second guess it again. I was like, I don't know. And the person's like, are you going to send it? I said, yeah, hold on. Let me check one more thing. So I go back on their account and I start looking. And I decided to scroll all the way down. And I get to, I think, a post from like 2017. And this doesn't look like an Olivia Rodrigo. Like, it's a woman, like a picture of a woman. That's what I did. I slid all the way to media and I scrolled all the way down. And it was like a picture of a grown woman. I think she was like out at a club or something. And I'm just like, it was no caption, it was nothing written, it was just that picture. And a part of me was like, okay, that's kind of weird. Like, if you're in a, like, I'm not saying older women can't be Conan Gray stands or whatever, but like the timeline just wasn't adding up. Like, she looked like she was 24, and that's in 2017, and I was 2022, 2023. So that, like, now you're like, you're like touching 30. Once I saw that picture, I just sat there and I thought about it for a little bit. I'm like, do I really want to do this? But then I realized I wanted to sing Memories live. I needed to sing Memories live for my mental health. So I said, you know, Kiara, if I get scammed, it's only $100. And at that moment right there, I should have got my hand and smacked myself when I said that. Only $100?
You can expect partly sunny weather, with a high of 51 degrees and a low of 42 degrees.
42? So anyways, at that point I sat and I thought about it and I'm like, you know what? It's only $100. If anything happens, I will just call my bank so that I can get my money back and be like, I got scammed out of concert tickets. Can you send me back my money? My childish brain thinking life was just that simple. Like, I would just call the bank and they would just say, oh, you got scammed out of concert tickets? Here's your money right back. I send the money through Zelle. I'm like, this is you, right? They're like, yeah. I should have pressed that. I should have pressed them more. I should have been like, so why does it the name match up? Why does it the name match up? But in my brain, I was like, maybe it's like, maybe that's their nickname or something, or I don't know. Like, you know how people be having like emails and it's like Funky Glitter Kitten 101. You know, I thought it was another situation like that. Like, maybe it was just like an old username, but like all of her stuff is attached to it, so she just uses that. So I send them the money and it goes through. I now have $50 in my bank account after I sent her that 100. So I'm like, okay, are you gonna send it now? They said, yeah, send me your ticket information. I say, okay. I send it to them. Nothing, nothing. I'm checking my email. I'm checking my junk mail. I'm checking my Ticketmaster. Nothing, nothing at all. And at this point, I start freaking out because it's just like, I literally like, I just started freaking out because then I think the realization of everything that happened, like the adrenaline was gone. The Delulunism was also gone. Like, I think real life started to set in and I was like, oh my God, like, where's my ticket? So I text them like, are you gonna send it? They're like, yeah, hold on. I'm like, this bitch wanna get beat up. I'm going, like, I just really wish that K-pop stans went back to our root. We went back to our roots and we started finding people IP addresses because that would have helped me so much. I would have said, this person said that Namjoon was ugly. IP addresses out immediately. That's what my brain wanted to do. Respectfully. After 20 minutes, I text him again. Are you going to send it? No response. Are you going to send it? No response. I got scammed. He took my money. He made a quick and easy $100 off of me. He didn't even have to lift a finger. And I'm not gonna lie to you, now that I'm thinking back on it, I don't even think the times matched up. Like maybe I was telling myself that in the moment or something. I don't know. So at this point I'm freaking out. Like I go to my K-pop group chat and I'm like, yeah, I got scammed out of $100. And they're like, oh my God, really? Don't say oh my God, really? Why didn't y'all help me? Why, like, where's the girl? Where's the communion? Where's the community? Why? Oh, that pissed. Oh. Oh my God. So yeah, I told them I got scammed and then I called my bank immediately. I don't even remember what lie I said. I said some type of lie. And they're like, oh, you got scammed out of your Zelle. Was it this payment? I'm like, yeah, it was that payment. And they're like, okay, we're gonna transfer you over to your higher up, to my higher up. So at this point, I'm like pacing my room. I'm just like, oh my God, let me just get my $100 back and I'll go to Klarna. Like, I would rather go to the concert and be broke and just ask my mom for money or something like that than not go to the concert at all. So I talked to the higher up and they have to fill out a report and they're asking me all these questions. And I'm not going to lie, I'm lying my ass off. Like, I'm like, I don't even remember what lie I said, but I know I for sure didn't tell the whole truth. I was like, I think I told them like I was tricked into sending them $100. Um, but the person ended up being a scammer and they never sent me the product, so I need my money back. And they're like, and they were eating it up. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry to hear that. Da 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 da. They're like, I have to send this up to be reviewed by my supervisor, and it's going to take about 3 to 4 business days for us to get back to you, and it's for us to possibly give you your money back. Y'all don't wait 3 to 4 days to send that bitch to make sure it's pending. Oh my God, y'all don't do that. So why I gotta wait 3 to 4 days to get my money back? So at this point, I'm just like, okay, you know what? You know what? Nothing. Like, there's nothing I could in that moment. There's nothing I could possibly say to make myself feel better. Cause not only did I get scammed out of seeing my favorite artist live, I can't get my money back if I even could for another 3 to 4 days. And now I'm broke with only $50 in my account until my next payday. Like, there's nothing you could possibly tell me that will make me happy unless you said Conan Gray, Mark Lee, or Tom Holland were outside my doorstep right now with roses for me. Like, nothing in there, nothing could make me happy in that moment. I don't even think I left my room that day. I just stayed in my room and stayed in my bed and I didn't even get out. Like, I closed the blinds. I was in the dark. I was in a dark place. I was Bella when Edward left for them 3 months sitting on that chair. That was me all day. Didn't move, didn't speak, didn't talk. Yeah, that's what pretty much happened. I went to go get a refund on my bus pass and they were like, yeah, the refund is pending. You're not going to get it until another 3 to 4 days. And I'm just like, more people just holding my money hostage from me. More money, more people that just don't want to give me my money. Like, where's my money? No, act like you really want your money. Like, and then 3 days later, they send me an email and they're like, yeah, I'm sorry to inform you that the criteria of your case did not meet our standards or something. So unfortunately, we cannot refund you your money back. If you have any questions, call this number. Just me thinking about it now, like, I'm not over it. I'm still not over it. Just like, it. Like, I haven't even seen Conan Gray yet. I didn't see him, like, I haven't seen him in concert yet, and this actually sucks. So from that day forward, realistically, I did not buy any concert tickets ever on Twitter again. Like, I'm sorry, I won't. I would rather buy resale than go through that again. To go through that pain and trauma, that pain of then seeing everybody else post their concert videos like, about, I saw Conan in Orlando, he gave me a rose. I don't care. 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 I don't. I think I muted the word Conan Gray on Twitter for like a month after that. I needed to heal. I needed to heal for my mental health. And it's actually getting worse now because now they're going on to TikTok. I think I made a post talking about how I don't have Leve tickets and I really wanted to go. I have bots up the Zoo telling me, I have a ticket available. Let me know if you're interested. Oh, really, Susie 1998? Susie 1998 with the grandma, that's the profile picture. You have Leve tickets available? Name one Leve song that's not from the start. Exactly. Exactly. That is my story time for today. I'm going to finish my makeup and then come back to film the outro because I have to get ready to go to work now. All done with my makeup so far. I just have to put some lip gloss on, but other than that, I'm pretty much ready for the most part. All right, so now I'm all done. I do have to head out and get ready to go to work, but I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Let me know if you guys want more story times because I could definitely do that. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, anything you guys can do. But whatever you guys do is appreciated. Love you guys, and I will see you in the next video.